Let's make sure that we're live and that we can hear stuff. It's everybody's favorite part of the stream is figuring out if we're even live. Let's see. It looks like we might be live. We are live. Okay, let's see if we've got sound. Okay, we're live and we have sound. Woohoo! Hello, everybody. Welcome. I am Gina, aka the Gina Chew, and today we are starting Satch's route in Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club. My wonderful bot in the chat will show you all the ways you can follow me on social media. You can definitely follow me here on Twitch and also on Twitter at the Gina Chew and on YouTube to see when I'm going to be streaming next. But for now, we're going to start with Satch's playthrough, and I'm so excited. I've been... Alright, let's hit play. I've been excited for this playthrough because Satch was the first character in this game that really caught my eye. So I'm super excited to jump into this. So for those of you who have not seen my streams before, or maybe saw my original blind playthrough of PBG's route, basically the way we're doing this is that because I've already done a full entire playthrough and it would take forever and a day to go through the story, you know, 9 different times, I'm going to be using the lovely skip feature that Renpai so nicely has available. So basically, what it's going to do is it's going to skip everything that we've already seen, which is basically just going to be the first chapter, because I believe it's after the first chapter that the chapters are then specific to the character that you're going after. So basically, it stops whenever you have a decision. And then it will continue as normal until you try to skip again. So basically, we're going to be skipping through all of the stuff we've already done, and I'll show you what choices you should make to romance Satch. Let's get this up here. Okay. So, but it is going to be blind in the way that when I get to a decision point, I'm going to basically look at the decision and think of what I would choose, and then I'll look at the walkthrough that I have and see if that would be the way to get the best end or not, because we're gonna get the best end, because that's what I promise you guys, is that we're gonna get all the best ends. So let's start skipping. Oh, there's Jared. We did his last, so now we see Jared in a completely different light. There's our sweet, wonderful friend. There's Mimi. That bitch needs to stay in her own lane. This is asking if we know Jared. I believe in order to romance him, you have to say, I guess so. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect our romance with Satch. Up there's Satch, that cutie pie. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Okay, so this is asking if we want to take Satch's book with us. General rule of thumb is if you are not romancing Satch, leave the book behind. But we are romancing Satch this time, so we are going to take the book. And this was funny because the entire time we're going to be worrying about whether our bag is going to rip because it's super heavy because we have this awesome book in it now. Here's class. There's Ian eating spaghetti with a spoon. There's Shane. Shane's gonna be the one we're doing last. He's a tough cookie. We're gonna give him space because we're not interested in him at the moment. Not at the moment, but we will get around to him eventually. I promise you. Oh, there's Luke. Oh, there's Paul. These scenes are so good. I just don't want to, you know, wear it out and waste our time with playing them like 1,000 times over. Okay, this is if we're going to go see him play the game. I will say, of course, because I've said that before, so it'll skip. This is Gerard offering to show us around. I can't say no to Gerard. He's such a sweetheart. There's Caddy and Jimmy. There's Creepy McPasta. Oh, Jared. Oh, there's the itty bitty kitty scene. Practicing video games. Oh, there's Dad. Oh, there's Joshelina. The best character in the game, clearly. Alrighty. There's There's us. Oh, there's our friendship pillow fort. My, let me love you. Why can't we just kiss, my? Why is that not a thing? Okay. So obviously, as if you're romancing Jared, you want to side with him, saying the fashion show is more important. If you want to romance Paul, you would say the student government. Or you could say I don't want to choose between you. I'm not interested in neither of them this time around, so I'm gonna say both y'all are being childish. Okay. This is my asking us a random question that, you know, Hana's so zoned out she doesn't know what she's asking, but I believe the answer that you need to choose is yes. Interesting. I don't know what we said yes to. Oh, there's us getting caught touching the golden boots. Thanks, Mai, for getting us in trouble with that. Alright, there's us playing video games with the guys. Oh, there's the soccer game. There's us returning Gerard's itty bitty kitty. Oh, this is Mai getting upset because she's been trying to be friends with them for so long, the Normal Boots guys, and we kind of walked in and we were friends with them, but they're your friends too, Mai! They're your friends too! I swear, we're all one big happy family. Oh, Satch. I'm so excited, I can't even tell you. Oh, this is John wanting us to play a tree in his play. Let's go through all that. Yeah, we think he wants us to play Juliet, but he actually wants Hana to play tree. Oh, Ian. Do we want to join the Normal Boots Club? We need to say, I'd like to try. Even if I fail, I'm gonna work hard and give it my best. That is the correct attitude. Love it. Okay, this is them giving us the offer. We need a puzzle person. Join up with us, play puzzles. If you win, then you can be an actual part of the Normal Boots Club. Alright, so here's where we're going to see some new content from this point on. We already did John. We already did PBG. We're saving Gerard for later. Right now, we're going to be romancing Satch. I'm very excited. I think I'll ask Satch. Satch, please come to the Flower Festival with us. Oh, so you like the mature type? Protecting, strong, and silent. My. Well, go on. What? Go on and get your man. I love how, like, supportive she is. Also, I feel so much better doing this one because romancing Jared hurt my heart so bad because of Mai. Mai, please have Jared love you. You deserve it. Wait, you mean now? Yeah! Mai hit me on the back and practically shoved me towards the door. As I began to leave, my legs turning to jelly, small pink blobs filled my vision. What? Go! Mai was tossing cherry blossom petals over my head. I love this scene so much. Go get Senpai to notice you! Mai beamed at me. Yeah. No time to talk, Hana. This is gonna be your big day. You're a main character. Unless you messed up real badly, you'll definitely get a good answer. Oh, sorry. I need to step away from that piece of the fourth wall that just broke. I've messed up a lot, though. Just go! With a final shove, I was out the door. Now, where would I find him? I don't know, maybe the library? Yeah, that's what I thought. Honestly, the fact that Satch gave Hana a book, like, I'm a huge bibliophile. I love to read. I read, like, voraciously. So when he gave you a book, I was like, oh, the Satch, you gave me a... That's, like, the most romantic thing you can do. Okay, here we go. Excuse me? Whoa! Whoa! Here we have a new character that we have yet to see, the librarian. What? Eep. Is Satch here? That good-for-nothing boy? No, he definitely is not. Why would you say that? What did she just call him? Why would you say that? That's mean. I'm sure he's off somewhere trying to find the books he lost. A pang hit my stomach. Was this related to the book I didn't turn in on time? Thank you. If you find him, tell him not to return unless he has the books. Yes, ma'am. Satch, was he okay? But if he wasn't in the library, then perhaps he... Ah, we found him. He was in his room. Yes?
Hana.
I love Satch's voice too, by the way. Can we just get out of the way that Satch's voice is fantastic? I just want to say that. Oh, Hana, what brings you here? Are you alright? I checked at the library, but... Oh. He stepped back and held the door open wider. Would you like to come in? I was right! I called in Jared's route that Satch was his, roommate, because we saw during Jared's route, we saw like a glint of a machine inside their closet, so I figured Satch was Jared's roommate. Satch's room wasn't what I expected it to be. I thought there would be a lot of books. There were, but there were also rows and rows of manga, comic books, action figures, and various nerdy paraphernalia. The shelves were kept exceedingly neat and looked as if they'd been dusted recently. Almost everything seemed to be in order, but there was a sort of messy quality to it, as several piles of papers and other knickknacks pushed out of the reach would imply. On top of that, a strange humming came from the closet. I'm sorry if she was mean to you. Whew. Oh, right. Yeah, that librarian was kind of mean. A few library books haven't been turned in on time, and she thinks they're missing. And since they went missing on my shift, she's holding me responsible. On your... Horror struck me. Is my book one of them? Satch smiled sheepishly. Oh no! I'm so sorry, Satch! It's not a problem. It's not just you, anyway. I'm done with it now. If I give it back to you, will you be able to go back to work? You don't need to worry about me, Hana. This happens every now and then. Although getting the book back would be helpful. Thank you. I'm so sorry. No, it's not your fault she's being a bit unreasonable. But, what were you looking for me for? Oh, right! Yeah, that thing where we're trying to ask Satch out. Oh, no. How was I supposed to ask him to the flower festival now? I was going to ask... I looked wildly around the room for some sort of help. If you, wanted... drink? Wow, Hana! A drink with you? Yes, not alcoholic or anything, but we could go together. Nice cover, Hana! I would be delighted. Maybe we could attend the flower festival together tomorrow and grab a drink there. Wow, Satch! Either Satch was smart enough to pick up on what she was trying to ask, or he's just being an adorable cutie pie. Look at that smile! I love it! I beamed up at him and he chuckled. Something about the way he adjusted his glasses made me think he knew that's why I was in here in the first place. Yeah, I had a feeling he figured it out.
See you later.
Great! I'll see you tomorrow. I'm working in the morning, so I'll pick you up around 6. Thank you, Satch.
Hana.
No, Hana, thank you. Satch, you adorable face. I can't. Okay, let's create a save. Oh God, I can't even stare at this tea ceremony save without wanting to have all the feels. I've got a date. Oh my God. Okay, we have 5 tournament points. Here we go. Hey there, sleepyhead. Good morning. I believe we could skip. This is the... Okay, here we go. We'll skip to... the night of the flower festival. Guys, let's go on our first date with Satch. I'm so excited. I came out of the girls' dorm early, intending to wait for Satch, but to my surprise... he was early.
What's up?
Oh, he's looking good. Hey, Hana, you're finished early. Satch was waiting on the front step, cherry blossom in his hands. Shouldn't I be saying that for you? It's rude to keep a lady waiting, isn't it? He laughed, but I could see his face change colors slightly. That seemed more like something Jared would say than something Satch would say. He wouldn't have gone and asked Jared for help on this, would he? Well, Jared is his roommate. I got this for you. It reminded me of you, so... He held the flower out to me. Oh, thank you. I grabbed it, somewhat unsure of what to do with it. Maybe I should put it in my hair? That's what I would do. I reached up to the back of my head, but I couldn't quite feel where my book was tied, so I couldn't figure out where to put it in. Would you like me to help you? My heart skipped a beat.
Yeah.
Sure. He took the flower from my hands and reached around my head, fixing the flower to my bow. I stared at the zipper on his jacket, trying not to think about how close our faces were, or how if I just looked up, There, it looks beautiful. Thank you. That was really sweet. Should we check out the bonfire first? Sure, let's go. Oh, this art though! It's so pretty! I can't handle the art in this game. It's so good. A giant bonfire burned in a field a short walk away from the festival. Not many people were there. Most people were keen to get food and drinks before meeting up again here, as a dance would be held as the final event of the night. Satch pulled his hoodie closer around him despite the heat. It's really weird to see you out of uniform. I could say the same for you. Yeah, she's in a yukata, but I really like it, so I won't. I smoothed the front of my yukata, face aflame. It's strange to see you in such casual clothes, though. What did you think I would wear? To be honest, I had this image of you in a professor's suit, smoking a pipe. He's so sophisticated, he must do nothing but wear suits all day, right? What? Why is Miss Shizuka here? Oh, I guess, I mean, it is a festival. Everybody's allowed. Oh, hello, you two. Miss Shizuka appeared from out of nowhere and stepped between us, slithering her arms around our necks. Oh no. That's right, she gets drunk during this festival, doesn't she? Her eyes darted from me to Satch and narrowed. Out having fun, are we? She was not in a good mood. No, not really, not at all. Don't lie to me! How dare you enjoy yourselves! She stumbled out from between us, almost walking into the fire. Jeez. I reached out to grab her, but instead she whirled around, pointing right at us. Was she drunk? You think your young love is so great? Well, it's not. It's... She yawned, then looked at us. What was I saying? It's nice out tonight. Oh my god. Shizuka, you are so drunk. She flung out a hand and grasped my shoulder. I need to tell you something, but it's a secret. Don't tell anybody. She leaned into my ear and I could smell the alcohol on her breath. Definitely drunk. You're my favorite students. I don't think this Satch isn't even in her class. She pulled away and looked deep into my eyes. Thank you? Stop being in love. Look, fruit baskets. Miss Shizuka, ladies and gentlemen. Why? She wobbled away from us, heading straight for the stalls. She didn't look too good. Should we go after her? It wouldn't hurt to keep an eye on her. Yeah, because that's what you want to do during, you know, your first date is keep an eye on a drunk teacher. We followed her to the festival stalls where she entered the thickest part of the crowd. Miss Shizuka! We tried hard to politely push our way through, but the flow of the crowd was against us, and Miss Shizuka vanished from sight. Oh no. Now what are we gonna do?
Hey.
Hey, look. Satch pulled me to a quiet part of the road and pointed at a small child. The kid was standing next to a tank of goldfish, imitating their movements. He's so cute! Satch nodded. After a few seconds, the kid began to look sad. Gee, I think we should... Satch? Satch wasn't next to me anymore. I glanced back at the kid, and there Satch was, kneeling next to him. He stood and held 3 fingers out to the man behind the goldfish tank. The maid gave Satch 3 paper-thin paddles, and Satch kneeled down beside the boy, coaching the child through catching a goldfish. Oh! God damn it, Satch! I have a feeling that Satch is going to completely just win me personally over. I have a feeling. The first paddle broke almost immediately as the boy thrust it into the water. The second time, he listened more closely to Satch, lured a fish into the paddle, and lifted, but the paddle broke. On the last paddle, the fish came more quickly, and the boy lifted it out of the water with ease. The man behind the stall bagged the goldfish and handed it to the little boy. Satch made motions that suggested, "Don't shake the bag." The boy hugged Satch around the middle and then was carefully off. Oh, he's so cute! I'm dying! Within seconds, he disappeared into the crowd. Sorry about that.
Satch.
That was really nice of you. What? Oh, I would have wanted the same thing. Plus, it'll be good for him to learn to take care of something. Kid knew a lot about fish. Maybe he'll grow up to be a marine biologist or something. You're really sweet.
Really?
Am I? Satch, how do you not know this? I'll take your word for it. My turn! I dashed to the side of the tank. The old man running it laughed as I traded my money for the paper paddles. Guess I'll have to help you, too. Oh my god, my heart! It's so cute! I can't help it. After all of the super, like, sad, intense feels of Jared's route, this is, like, the best thing ever. It's so cute. Why don't you go for that little guy? Oh, the fish are really cute, too. He's so cute. Are you sure he'll want to come home with me, though?
Yeah.
Of course I'm sure. Anyone would be lucky to go home with you. Satch, do you want to rethink the way you phrase that, buddy? I didn't mean that the way it came out. Anyways, I guess I'll just have to. I dipped my paddle into the cool water, watching as bubbles formed over my skin. And then I'll just wait for him to swim over to me. Ah, the fish came into my paddle, but when I lifted it up, it broke around him. No. We kept it underwater too long. That'll soften the paper and make it easier for it to break. That makes sense. Then how am I gonna get it out? Give it another shot. Your technique is fine. As long as you can attract the fish, all will be well. Attract the fish. I closed my eyes and harnessed my energy. Attracting the fish. I will take good care of him. I will feed him and love him and hide him from anything that would try to harm him. Fishy, 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 please sense my love. Fish senpai, notice me, please. I'm sending it to you. I dipped my hand into the water, sending out all the waves of goodwill I can muster. I'll gently pull up. I did as Satch suggested and felt a slight weight on the paper as I pulled. Suddenly, I heard the sound of splashing.
Yay!
My fish! I hurriedly tipped the wand over the bowl and sent the fish sliding in. The little black goldfish swam around the inside, cheerfully bumping against the sides. I did it! We did it! You did it. No, we did it. I resisted the urge to bounce up and down until after I handed the bowl to the man at the booth, who gave Satch the stink eye. I'm guessing you won't be allowed another round. Yeah, he'd probably game the guy out of all of his fish. It's all good. What are you gonna name him? You should name him. I wouldn't have been able to catch him without your help. Well, let's name him Oscar. Oscar, okay. Why Oscar? I've always had a fondness for that name. That might be a reference to his videos. I haven't really seen more than like one or two of his videos. So, Oscar it is! The old man handed me the bag and the little pouch containing a small amount of fish food. I clutched both to my chest. I'll take good care of him. Oh, we could go to the pet store and find him a pet bowl and... Oh, I'll need to borrow a book about goldfish from the library. I didn't peg you for an animal lover. I turned to him, tears pricking my eyes. I was never allowed to have a pet, but it was all I ever wanted.
What?
Whoa. Satch rubbed my arm, grinning at me. I'm glad I could help your dream come true.
Hey.
But now that we've got Oscar, we have to take care of ourselves, too. Come on, let's go try that takoyaki. Why not? As we approached the takoyaki line, we saw two familiar people. Hey, isn't that...
Sup?
Oh, it's Caddy and Waleed! Hey, guys!
Hello.
Fancy meeting the two of you at the takoyaki booth. It is the most delicious thing on the face of the planet, so... They're almost out of batter, too, so we came just in time. Why don't you wait with us? Waleed smiled warmly at us, but Caddy paled.
Yeah.
That's really nice of you. We'd love to. So how's the tournament prep going? By the way, I love how they're still always in their hidden block jackets. You know what? I was having this thought the other day that it seems like, I mean, it's not like, you know, do or die video game stuff. I mean, a lot of high schoolers would probably think that what goes on in high school is like do or die stuff, but I feel like Hidden Block in some ways takes the gaming tournament and stuff way more seriously than the normal Boots guys do, but they're also like, really weird. Like, the last time we saw them together in Jared's route, they, like, Jimmy was, like, teaching them how to, like, decorate cookies and shit, like, right in the middle of the fucking cafeteria. And it's just like, are these guys really our competition? But I feel like they almost take it a little more seriously in some ways than normal boots. I don't know. I have all these thoughts. Anyway. Oh, here we go. Speaking of the tournament. So how's the tournament prep going? I'm actually really happy with... Fine! Caddy stepped forward, darting a look at Waleed that made him shut up. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, they seem very protective, and Waleed joined the fucking Sneaky Snakes club during Jared's route because he was trying to pull some shenanigans, I'm telling you. We shouldn't be talking with them about this. Right. Smart. Caddy pulled Waleed towards him and whispered something in his ear. After a second, Waleed's eyes went wide. You what? Please be quiet. I guess that makes sense, but... Well... They're our friends. It wouldn't matter if we... Caddy furiously whispered in Waleed's ear again. Oh, that's smart. That's super smart. Please don't blob about this. Me? My lips are completely sealed. When have I ever blabbed about something private? Aren't you the person who keeps tweeting out your game store codes? What? Point taken. So I think you'll both understand what I mean when I say we should probably get going. Nothing personal, just tactics and all that. Yeah, tactics. Okay. Is that how you're gonna play it? That's fine, because we've got a secret weapon this year. Is it Hana? We all know about Hana. Oh. This scene is adorable. This is exactly why you've got to keep things under wraps. Anyway, we'll be seeing you guys again soon.
Bye.
Let's have burgers sometime. Burgers sounds good. Caddy pulled Waleed off into the night and we ordered our takoyaki. Red bean paste is the best. Yes, it is. It is awesome. What? Apple cinnamon all the way. It's like a portable apple pie. Hanging with Satch was nice. It was fun, it was easy, and it was, above all else, relaxing. He was warm, funny, and supremely kind-hearted. Sometimes it was difficult to follow what he was saying, especially when he got into a more theoretical tangent. Layers of human identity. How is one to dissect at which specific point in the trajectory of a single issue's overall scope the point of insemination? That was great. But he was always engaging, always passionate. I wanted to spend more and more time with him, but I should probably head back. I'm worried about Oscar. It's a little early, but I know I'm gonna miss the final dance, but I think the water's temperature hasn't been stable, so I'm afraid. Satch nodded. You're right. Oscar's life is more important than the both of ours. We must make sacrifices for the ones we love, after all. Thank you so much for understanding. No problem. I'll walk you back. We were quiet as we headed through campus. Satch was deep in thought, and I felt worse and worse for leaving him before the festival was officially over. Hey, look, Jared, I don't know if Jared even actually took Hana to the festival. They kind of didn't even mention the festival. He just, like, took her into a field with flowers. I'm sorry I'm leaving so early.
What?
Huh? No, don't be. And he went back into a thoughtful silence. I wasn't sure what to do. Didn't seem like he was mad at me, so maybe it was better not to interrupt him? We finally made it to the front of the dorm and Satch smiled. I wanted to show you something after the festival, but I think it's better that we put it off for a bit. If I wait, then I could put a little bit more work into it, and then...
Copacetic.
I love the copacetic. I am going to work that word into my vocabulary. I love words like that. I love it. Well, you'll see. I'm really pumped for it now. I'm gonna go work on it. Thank you so much for attending the festival with me. No problem. Anytime, I'd love to. Stupid. What a stupid thing to say. I'm really glad it was you I got to spend it with. You're very... Well then, I should go. He raised his arm slightly and hesitated, dancing between one foot and another. Finally, he leaned down and hugged me. That's adorable. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
See you later.
Yeah, definitely. Bye. I'm not sure who fled faster, him or me. When I got back to the dorm room, I wasn't around. I carefully set Oscar down and went about getting him set up and settled in. Oscar, your daddy is a wonderful man. Did you know that? Oh, Satch is Oscar's daddy now! Okay! Oscar opened and closed his mouth. Don't give me that sass! Don't you sass me, you fish! In the distance, drums started to beat, signaling the beginning of the festival dance. I got something better than a dance. I got an Oscar. I smiled and set Oscar's bag in his makeshift bowl, giving the water temperatures a chance to equalize. A new pet and a new romance. If I was lucky enough. He seems into you! What a great night. When we went to lunch the day after the festival, the Normal Boots Club wasn't at their table. What? That's strange. It's fine. Let's just grab our own table today. They probably had a secret club meeting or something. Together we moved to an empty table in the back of the cafeteria. Sitting there, eating my mushy pea and miso soup, a memory suddenly flashed in my mind. Oh, my, don't you remember eating here before? Yeah, back at the very beginning of the school year, before Paul got ice cream all over me and we joined the Normal Boots table. She set her chopsticks down and stroked her chin thoughtfully. Now that you mention it, yeah, you're right. Wow, things have totally changed since then. Yeah, I used to not have any friends and I was so scared. You might not have known this, but it was the same way for me back then. Really? Really? I was never really popular, you might say, with the girls here. They found me pretty annoying. Most of my friends, I was never really close to. But look at us now. Not only are we best friends, but we've also got an even larger group of great friends. Yeah! Thanks, Hana. What? If it wasn't for you getting ice cream smushed all over you, I'd still be in the same boat I was last year. You're welcome. Now kiss! A burst of chatter brought our attention to the front of the cafeteria. Oh, there they are! The Normal Bootsmen were strolling through the room. Ma and I started gathering our things, intending to join them at the usual table, but they walked right past it and continued on to ours. Looks like they'll be joining us here. We moved over a dozen or so seats to make room for them, but when they reached our table, they stood around it. No one said a word. Uh-oh. Aren't you going to sit? PBG shifted uncomfortably. There's something we need to talk to you about. Oh no. What's going on? Oh god, the boots are missing! I blame Waleed! I'm gonna continue to blame everything on Waleed! You took them, didn't you? Pardon? The boots. You've taken the golden boots. Oh god, and it's gonna look bad for us because he caught us staring at them the first time. No, we didn't take them. What's going on? The statue, the boots, has been stolen.
What the hell?
No, not the boots. You guys practically worship that thing. We do worship it. What? That's awful, but why are you guys being so weird? You were looking at the boots the other day. A small silence followed. So? I think you know what I'm implying. Yeah, I think it's obvious. I don't know though. Hana and Mai? I never would have thought they could do it. You can never trust pink-haired girls. Right to our face, Shane? Wow! What a jerk! My heart sunk. But Hana's so harmless. She really is. Especially when compared to Mai.
What?
What was that? Nothing. Come on, guys. You don't really think we did it, do you? They shifted uncomfortably. PBG looked away. Nick and Josh busied themselves in making faces at one another. Do you? I looked at Satch. Surely he would know that I couldn't have done it. spent the night of the festival with Satch. I was with him. There's no way I could have done it. Satch is avoiding my eyes, squinting at something on the wall. Satch? Well, you did leave early to do something. To take care of Oscar! Who leaves a date early to look after a fish? Exactly. Ma, you're not helping! You've got to be kidding me! I'm innocent!
It's not my fault!
So am I! Aren't you guys our friends? We thought you were ours. Look, it might be better if we calm down and return to this later, okay? But... It was too late. Shane led the club back to their own table where they buried their heads together in a whispered conversation. I can't believe this. Hana, I'm sorry. If I hadn't stolen the key to look at the boots, they wouldn't have suspected us. I looked at Mai, suddenly feeling like I was seeing her for the first time. You didn't steal them, right?
What?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, like you said, you did steal the key, and you said you had sticky fingers, so...
I can't believe this.
Yeah, why would you say that, Hana? How could you say something like that to me? Don't you trust me at all? I can't even... She gathered up her things. But it's only logical. I just want a straight answer. It's not...
It's not my fault.
No, of course I didn't take them. Are you kidding me? You think I would do something to hurt any of my friends? Not to mention Jared. I just...
It's so stupid.
I'm leaving. Have fun by yourself. She stormed off, shutting the cafeteria door with a bang. How did this happen? In a matter of minutes, I not only lost all the new friends I made, and any chance to join the normal Boots Club, but I also lost my best friend, and the person I'd be rooming with all year. I stared at my food. Suddenly, I wasn't hungry anymore. The chatter of the lunchroom grew louder and louder until it seemed unbearable. I had to get out of there. Shoving away my tray, I got up and headed out of the cafeteria, away from all the people, into my only sanctuary, my room. What the fuck is going on? Do we have... Okay. This current event is called Satch's support. Oh, I don't know, man. I stood trembling in the doorway of our room. Thankfully, Mai wasn't there. I glanced out the window. Class would be starting soon, and students who ate on the lawn trickled back to their respective classrooms. I would miss class, but I didn't care. How could this have happened? I sat on the side of my bed. I thought I was finally fitting in somewhere. I thought I'd finally made friends. But I lost it all in a matter of seconds. This was so... stupid. The room blurred as I started to cry. This was so stupid! Why did we go look at the boots without asking? Well, in your defense, Hana, you were begging Mai to just, like, stop. And now everyone thought we were... I heaved a sob, not bothering to try and keep quiet. Oh, my heart! Hana! Everyone was at class now anyways. Hana? Oh, no! Oh, Satch! I jumped. Satch poked his head around my door. The door I forgot to lock. Oh, what are you doing here? I hastily wiped my cheeks on the arm of my blazer, but it was too late. I'm gonna cry! I could tell from the expression on Satch's face that he knew I was crying. He crept into the middle of the room, not moving any closer to me. I don't think you did it. You don't?
No.
No, the Hana I know would never hurt another person. And she would never take something that didn't belong to her. She's too kind to do something like that. Tears rolled down my cheeks again. Satch. I don't think Mai did it either. But concrete proof is needed before I can clear your names. Even though it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, it's hardly ever works out that way. Not when it comes to people's hearts. Satch, I'm going to try and figure out who did this, okay? I nodded. Until then, it's probably best for you and Mai to lay low.
Yeah.
I'll handle this. But... Satch shook his head. I mean it. I'll take care of this. Thank you, Satch. He nodded. He took a step towards me, reaching out as though he wanted to pat me on the shoulder, but seemed to think better of it. I'll see you around. With that, he left. I sat quietly on my bed, thinking over what happened. He said he believed us to be innocent, but I'd never seen him so stiff and formal. He seemed 1,000 miles away from me. I thought of the fun we had at the flower festival, how we laughed and shared food and hugged. It was really adorable. As much as he said he didn't believe it, some part of him didn't trust me. Even Satch was doubting my character, albeit in the most logical way possible. Grief throttled my heart. I wanted to get to know him better, but it seemed like there was no chance for that now. Everything was too much. I was so tired. I lay down against my bed and closed my sore eyes. They were going to be swollen. Just like that, I fell asleep. Chapter 2! Oh my god! I thought that scene of, it's called Investigation Decision. Yeah, why doesn't Hana look into it? But, anyway. I thought when I played through the first game that scene of them peeking at the boots was kind of oddly placed. You know, from a writer's perspective, you usually don't include scenes or draw attention to specific things that aren't relevant or aren't going to be relevant. So now it makes sense. It's part of Satch's roots, and now it totally makes sense. Let's see what our diary entry is. Dear Diary, they think we stole the boots. I don't really know how to feel about it. Part of me is upset and part of me understands. Like, I can't blame them. No, I might have done the same thing if I were them. Do they not trust us at all? I don't know. I sat up, momentarily disoriented.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey.
Hey. I must have fallen asleep. Now the room was lit with a warm orange glow, the sun just starting to set. It was happy and calm. It eased my mood slightly, and as I smiled at Mai, she avoided my eyes instead of marching over to her desk. With a brisk movement, she shoved a stack of papers and books to the floor. Then she yanked out each of her drawers one by one and dumped them over to her desk. Pencils, plush toys, erasers that looked like little bits of food, and a surprising number of keys piled onto the smooth white wood. That was going to be one of my questions. Like, why didn't mine Hana be like, you want to come to our room and search it? You want to look? We don't have your boots. Oh, hey! That's my turkey pen. So that's where they got off to. I grabbed the pen and handed it to me without even looking at me. She stared at her desk for a few seconds, seemingly thinking. Then she began to pick through the pieces, sorting them by size and color. Her hands moved frantically, moving above the piles even when she had nothing in her hands. Hey, Mai? Her foot tapped incessantly against the floor. She tilted her head towards me but didn't respond. It took me a few seconds to realize that I was the reason she was acting this way. Shame crept up my shoulders as I pieced together what happened just before I fell asleep. Stress or no stress, that was no way to treat my friend. I was definitely in the wrong here. Time to own up. I'm sorry about today, that I accused you. I didn't mean to. I don't think you did it. I believe that you didn't do it, I mean. I trust you. I shouldn't have attacked you just because I was afraid. I was scapegoating. I was really wrong. Her constant moving stopped. She sat back slightly, then her shoulders heaved as she took a deep breath. Thank you. She returned to her pens and papers, but this time she was more calm and started actually putting stuff back into her drawers. I turned away from her. Needing something to cuddle, I grabbed Mr. Bunny and snuggled into his fur. It was wrong of me to accuse her, it definitely was, but at the same time when I did... How could you say something like that to me? She got so mad, even leaving the room. In a situation like that, it would be normal to ask who did it. I wasn't entirely sure her reaction was warranted. She was so defensive about it. As much as I'd rather not acknowledge it, it was suspicious. I don't think she stole them. No. But Mai was my friend. She said she didn't do it, so I should trust her, right? Did trust mean I had to believe someone even when there was evidence to the contrary? It depends on how much evidence you're talking about. I don't think Mai did it. Oh. Satch came by. He also thinks we didn't do it, and he's going to try and figure out who took the boots. I stopped sorting her stuff again, seemingly struck.
Really?
Really? There's no need for him to do that. Why would he go so far for us? Satch is such a good person. He really is. He wants us to lay low while he looks for evidence. That's fine. I don't feel like parading around right now anyways. As the sun faded slowly from view, the stillness in our room began to irk me. I didn't want to leave the room, not after what happened today. But inside our dorm, it was insulated. Stuffy. Even though time cleared past, I was caught in a standstill. Satch was trying to save us. There wasn't any reason for him to do such a thing. We went to the flower festival together, sure, but... What happened? What happened there was nowhere near justification for him to stick his neck out for us. He'd known us, what, a month? And he was fighting against friends he had for who knows how long. Well, that's Satch, man! That's Satch! Who knows how long? I didn't even know that about him, did I? Yet now that I thought about it, he saved my neck with the overdue book, too. He put his job on the line and never told me. Probably wouldn't ever have let me know either. Yeah, he probably wouldn't have known unless you brought it up to him. He took on so much for other people and hardly ever talked about it. Why? Just because he thought it was right? And here I was, sitting in my room like a fearful child, cuddling a rabbit. I didn't think he was wrong that we should lay low. It'd look really suspicious for me to be meddling around now. But I couldn't just sit here and do nothing. Some library books have gone missing. Oh! That's it! I can help him find those library books. Working at the library was what helped him pay to go to Asagao, after all. It'd be really bad if he got in trouble or even got fired. Granted, it wasn't his fault. It was probably the librarian's, but she was the one with the power, and he wouldn't have had time to find them if he was trying to clear my name. Of course, he'd never let me do it if he knew that I was helping him, so I just wouldn't mention it. Knowing that there was still something I could do to help someone who was himself so helpful made me feel tons better. Hey, do you want to work on that geography homework together? I'm never good at remembering where the Mushroom Kingdom is. My stepped out of her stupor with a jolt. Hold on one second, guys. Huh? Oh, sure. With a renewed sense of purpose, Mai and I got to work. Things wouldn't stay like this for long. It was just a matter of time before it blew over. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Which we got a new... well, the current event is called Awkward. Great! Mai and I face each other in the stairwell, hearts pumping fast. Are you ready? I took a deep breath. There was nothing for it. We'd have to face them eventually. Might as well be now. Yeah, let's do this. Together we stepped into the hallway. Immediately ahead of us, Jared and PBG were grouped around a locker, whispering to each other with dark looks. Hey, guys! Even from across the hall, the looks on their faces were priceless. We approached them. So far, so good. They hadn't run. How are you two doing this fine day? Swell! We're swell! I winced. My voice was so high-pitched, even I was hurting from it. My elbowed Jared in the side with a casual chuckle. Ready for that quiz? I'm not in your grade. Right. He's not even in her grade. I meant PBG. I was talking to him. So, are you? Yeah, he's PBG. I doubt he's ready. PBG glanced around him in desperation, finally locking eyes with Jared in a plea for help. Oh, I have to go now. I was supposed to meet a person at my locker for some ladles. Ladles? PBG grabbed Jared's arm, clinging for dear life.
Bye.
Bye! Jared ripped his arm away and dashed up the stairs. Oh. Damn. No wonder he was so popular. He could probably medal in track with legs like those. Turning to face PBG, I smiled brightly. PBG was always friendly. He always considered others' feelings. He would probably be okay with us. Well, ready for class? PBG glanced from the books in his hands to his locker. Yeah, I forgot that I also needed... He walked away.
I can't believe this.
They just left? What the heck was that? Oh my god, they are going to owe us some huge apologies when this is all over. It was a little much to assume things would just go to normal right away. It's not that things should go to normal, but couldn't there have been a little decency? They were acting like they were glittering vampires or something. They acted like, you know, we were some bullshit vampires. I wanted to console her, to say something encouraging, but my mind was completely blank. Instead of thoughts, a feeling pounded its way through my skull and down to my heart. Betrayal. I thought we were friends. This sucks. I was so close to Jared, closer than I'd ever been before, and now he's further away than ever. And it's not even because I freaked him out. I thought he would have. Oh, the two of. Oh my God, this is killing me. Come on, let's just go to class. Maybe if we keep our heads down until lunch. Maybe if we keep our heads down, lunch will be better. Oh, I have a feeling lunch is not going to be better. Class that morning wasn't fun. When I first entered the room, I nodded at them, trying to declare my friendship in some way. PBG and John wouldn't even look at me. Of course not. And you don't even need to worry about Shane, because seriously, fuck Shane at this point. Their backs remained fully turned to the entire class, but one person did look our way. Boy, did he look. Shane, you bastard! Each time his gaze strayed to our side of the room, it was filled with venom. Ultimately, neither I nor Mai could handle it. We kept our heads low and did our work. I had no idea what was Shane's deal. He was acting like we murdered a bunch of baby seals or told him digestives were nasty. There was nothing we could do but wait for time to pass. When the bell for lunch finally rang, we hung back a bit and tried to decide what to do. It's not as if we could avoid the entire cafeteria. I didn't bring my lunch today. More importantly, I don't want to run away.
What the hell?
This whole thing is stupid! We've done nothing wrong! There's no real reason that we're being treated like murderers or people who use ad block! Yes! Look, let's just go to lunch. We'll pretend everything is normal, and if that doesn't work out, then, well, we'll see what then. And that was how Mai and I ended up standing in the middle of the cafeteria, our trays piled with spaghetti and cheesecake. There were seats open at the Normal Boots table, and they hadn't bothered to block them off. As we stared doubtfully in their direction, Satch looked up. He smiled at us. It was like hearing music for the first time. Oh, I love it! In that moment, I realized we hadn't seen a friendly look all day. I began, just a little, to hope. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe they won't mind. Well, let's give it a go, shall we? We headed for the table. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. They weren't moving! We were almost at the table, it looked like. But then the bodies shifted. Books and feet came out of nowhere. And suddenly there weren't any free seats. We stared at them, unable to believe our eyes. They looked away sheepishly. It almost seemed premeditated. I couldn't tell whether they chose to do it this way to hurt our feelings, or if they just hadn't realized we were still trying to make things right.
Oh.
Sorry, Hana. It's just... We've got a lot to think about right now. Official club business, you know? Privacy would be nice. Of course. I turned, about to walk away when I thought better of it. If things are going to go on like this, maybe it'd be better if we did just get over with it in one blow. Why keep trying if they weren't going to give us a chance? That is true. So, does this mean we won't be able to sit with you guys anymore? A look of alarm passed across Satch's face. He opened his mouth to protest, but... I think it would be best if we had some time to figure things out. I hung my head. I didn't want to look at them anymore. Mai and I turned from the table. As we walked away, the looks on our faces made plain what had happened to the rest of the students. Hushed whispers rippled through the cafeteria. They got kicked out! Did something happen? I knew it couldn't last. Fucking Mimi! Listen to me! Mimi! You stay in your lane! I will not deal with you! As we continued across the cafeteria, something clattered to the right of us. Oh, let's go hang with the hidden block guys! A spoon was on the table, having fallen out of Luke's mouth. Ian grimaced and looked away. Even the hidden block club was aghast. Even if they didn't want to have anything to do with us. Oh, even they didn't want to have anything to... Oh, I wonder. I still blame Waleed, though. I still blame Waleed. I frantically searched their faces, looking for some sign of warmth, but... Unless it was Caddy! Unless it was Caddy. Unless Caddy stole the boots to try and give the team an advantage. Caddy, don't listen. I'm a huge fan of yours. Do not join the Shenanigans Club, alright? There's the people in the Shenanigans Club, okay? You've got Waleed, alright? Mimi's there, okay? Ian is there, okay? And yeah, 2 of them in the hidden blocks, guys, but you're better than that. Don't go being a sneaky snake, Caddy. He's gonna be, why? Oh, I have to blame Caddy and Waleed now. Well, not really Waleed. I guess I'll just blame. Alright, my blame is now on Cat and Chris. Sorry. I frantically searched their faces looking for some sign of warmth, but a hand clamped around my shoulder, jostling me out of my thoughts. You call yourselves friends? Mai was yelling. She turned around and was all out yelling at the Normal Boots Club. Wow! The men of the Normal Boots stared at their food. I can't believe you! Any of you! I thought you were better than this! She looked directly at Jared. Her hand tightened on my arm so much that it hurt. I thought you were all better than this. If this is how you treat your friends, then we don't want any part of it! Tears rolled down my face. Horrified, I reached up to wipe them and nearly dropped my tray on the floor. I didn't want to be there anymore. Come on, Hana. She jerked me away from the tables, away from the whispering herds of students, away from our so-called friends. Just before we left the cafeteria, Mai faltered. I really thought you were better than that. And we left. Without even realizing, we arrived at the classroom. Neither of us actively chose it, but it was completely empty. It would do. We automatically sat in our regular desks. I turned my chair around to face Mai this time, tilting a bit further to block the opposite side of the room from view. I was still crying. No matter how hard I tried, the tears wouldn't stop coming. I hated it. I hated feeling so stupid and emotional. It would be so much better if I could be like Mai and get angry. Make it seem like it didn't affect me at all. But it did affect me. It really did. Well, Mai thought she... Hana wanted a new start. Like, she thought that she finally had friends and things were going well for her, and she had all of her friends in her old school turn on her. It's... my heart! So much so that Mai had come to my rescue in front of everybody. At least I had her. She could have tried to distance herself from me to make herself look better, but she didn't. Where would I be without her? We ate in silence. The spaghetti I had, an American special, tasted like plastic. Mai shifted in front of me, drumming her hands against the top of her desk. In fact, she wasn't eating much at all. She pushed her food around her plate, glancing up and down then to look at the cloudy skies. Finally, she noticed me watching her. Something about the tone of her voice worried me. I set down my fork. I have something to tell you. Please don't get mad at me or anything. I wasn't trying to keep it a secret from you. It's just... It's never gone well when I told people in the past. I didn't want that to happen here, too. Oh, were you like a school punk, like... You know, like back in, like, whatever previous school you were at? So there's some secret. Mai, we're friends. You've unquestioningly had my back this entire time. You deserve the same in return. I smiled at her and she sheepishly glanced away. Yeah, well, She swallowed. I have kleptomania. Really? That's what all that shit in your desk was? Did you take if you actually took the boots, Mai, I'm gonna be so disappointed in you. I stared at her. Then something clicked into place. Oh! Despite my best efforts, my surprise slipped through. Mai stared at me, her eyes wide with an emotion I rarely saw in her. Fear. I smiled again, hoping to calm her. That wasn't so bad, was it? That's no big deal. Isn't it? I was so happy when you told me you trusted me. When you told me you trusted that I didn't take the boots. Please believe me still. I would never take something so important, and definitely not from my friends. I mean, I have before, but I really try not to. I can't control myself, but I try not to, and I didn't this time. Please. The smile slid off my face. Kleptomania. I never heard it discussed as more than a joke. A terrible justification for something another person did. It was the compulsion to steal, wasn't it? And usually people were too ashamed to admit they took anything. I think. So Mai wouldn't have told me this unless she really told me this if she really took the boots. Would she? Was she just easing her conscience? That would explain why she got so defensive when I asked her whether she took them. It would also explain why she defended me so viscerally, because she felt responsible for what I was suffering through. But she wouldn't take anything from the people she cared about. Wait. My Turby pen. It was in her desk. I thought it was just misplaced, but she took it. You won't tell anyone, right? Mai trusted me enough to tell me what she was dealing with, and she was my friend. She never did me any harm. Well, not intentionally. I should keep her secret on principle. Friends do that for other friends, but... Oh, don't you give me a decision point here, game! But what if she really did take the boots? What if this were a way of asking for help? Even if she didn't, shouldn't Satch at least... No! Don't do this to me, game. He was investigating the situation out of the kindness of his heart. He could use all the help he could get. Wouldn't he need to know this? No! Oh, God. Okay. All right. Let's think this through. Let's have a moment and let's think this through. So... obviously, the fact that she has kleptomania makes her very, suspicious. However, if I were part of Normal Boots, I feel like if Hana said that Mai had kleptomania, but she didn't think that she did it, like, why would Hana, like, poke the bear by saying, you know, hey, my friend has a stealing problem, but she totally didn't take your thing, unless she actually didn't take it, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that would make them almost less suspicious, because why would they be so blatant about it if they took it? But Mai has been way more loyal to us so far than the Normal Boots guys have, because they, like, fucking... they just kind of threw the both of them to the curb. I don't know. Oh, God. But here's another perspective on this. If we truly believe that Mai didn't take them, then not telling Satch that she has kleptomania wouldn't change anything, because Mai didn't take them. So why would we tell? I would say, I'll keep your secret. I think that would be the choice I would make. That's what I'm gonna go with. Let's see if that would be what we would need to do to get the best ending. Let's go. Where's his route? I'll keep your secret. Yeah. So we need to keep her secret. Yes. That was what I wanted to choose, and apparently that is the correct answer. Which is good, because also, obviously, here's another perspective on this. Obviously, there's trust issues going on here, because they don't trust us because they think that we might have stolen the boots. If I just walk up and just, like, blow up my best friend's spot, I'm not going to look like I'm really trustworthy at all, because I'm just blabbing about my best friend to them. And they may think that I'm saying that just to try and get back, you know, in their good graces, and it might seem, like, really shady on Hana's part. So, yeah, we're going to go with I'll keep your secret. Alrighty. No, Mai was my friend. If she wanted to tell Satch, that was her business, not mine. I won't tell anyone unless you want me to. Anna. Thank you. Mai hurled herself around her desk and into my arms. Whoa! No problem. No, really. Thank you. I know things look bad now, but we're on each other's side. As long as we can rely on each other, nothing else matters. Yeah. You're right. As the clock neared the end of lunch, Mai stood up and took my tray. I'll take these back. Oh, thank you. No problem. She left. Her footsteps a calmly measured march. She seemed to be feeling better. Maybe everything would work out. Now I'm gonna just pretend. Now I'm just gonna feel like she's stealing everything she picks up. I hoped so. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I think this is actually a good place to stop. I'll read that next time, but yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. Thank you for everybody. Thank you to everybody for joining me. I will be streaming again tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, as I do every Saturday. Tomorrow, gonna be a little different. Tomorrow, I'm going over Spike Plays Games' house for a little party. So I'll probably stream tomorrow at like noon, and I might stream later Sunday night if I get home on time. But I don't really know if I'm going to. I don't know how long we're going to be hanging out. So it's not going to be the normal 2 p.m., 7 p.m. tomorrow. So I'll let you guys know. Just, you know, follow me on Twitter at the Gina Chew, and I'll keep you guys aware of when I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. But thank you guys so much for joining me for this part of Asagao Academy. Tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, we will pick back up with Satch's route, and hopefully we'll start gaining more clues to figure out who stole the hidden boot, the normal boot, the hidden boots. I'm full of emotion and I can't speak. I'm still blaming Caddy. Caddy, because when they were online, Caddy was like whispering of Alita while he was like, "You did what?" He definitely stole the boots. He definitely stole the boot. I'm blaming Caddy. God damn it. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching.